Hilversum, the Hollywood of the Netherlands. But there's no paparazzi and there's no casting couch.
To be honest, we've heard mixed things about Hilversum. When we stopped by last fall as part of a whirlwind trip of the area, we were like, oh, we should come back.
I gotta tell you guys, do not do what we're doing today.
But when we asked y'all for tips on Instagram, we got a few people telling us to turn around and go back. So are they right?
Very little has worked out for us today. I feel like the vibes are off, you know?
Yeah, the vibes are off. When I started looking more into Hilversum, I was so surprised at how much unique history is here, even at the place we're getting breakfast. This is Matthijs' Bone Brood and Banket, and I am so ready for a sausijs en broodje. 3.5 stroopwafels. Would have been 4 if it was warm.
The building dates back to the 1920s, and in addition to being a theater and a bowling alley, it served as a training studio for the Dutch Television Foundation in the 50s and 60s. And now part of it's a bakery along with some other rentable spaces. It's also a great spot for train watching.
I am very prepared for our day in Hilversum today. I'm even wearing my Hilver-socks. We got these as a part of our gift basket for our Castles and Forests of Amsterdam video, which was like an absolute whirlwind video. I think we spent maybe like 2 hours in Hilversum, but we knew we wanted to come back, and we are so back.
Okay, I guess it's time to learn more about Hillywood. Let's go. I turned the camera off and then Michelle was like, wait, get this part on camera. So this better be good.
It's really good.
Okay.
Okay, so which way do you think we should go, right or left?
Left.
Why?
Because there's a giant TV tower back here.
Yeah, that's it.
I think was that the setup?
That was the setup.
Okay.
Let's go left. Hilversum's nickname is Hillywood or Media Town, and that's because pretty much everything
what?
Everything that is filmed in the Netherlands is filmed here in Hilversum. It's the Hollywood of the Netherlands.
So, of course, we had to stop at the Netherlands Institute for Sound and Vision, which, in addition to housing an archive of millions of hours of Dutch TV, film, music, and radio, it's also the home of the Media Museum, and we're hoping to find out how Hillywood came to be. Okay, there's a little bit of a thing where someone stopped us and basically had to check to see if we were allowed to film here, which has never happened before, which we find very ironic given the fact that we're in the Media Museum. But they approved us, so we're okay.
And now it's time for some karaoke.
Nope.
Oh.
All right, we're doing the TV news broadcast. This should be very funny.
Bij de concertzaal staat onze verslaggever. Gisteravond was de laatste repetitie. Hoe ging dat?
Okay, well, I know why they stopped us in there. They were probably like why are these 2 adults
Filming
in this
all
children's
these children.
museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a museum for kids. Not so much about the history of media in Hilversum, and more of just like an interactive sort of museum that teaches you about the elements of creation of media. Yeah, it's a great museum. It's just, you know, it's all kid stuff. Okay, so we're back at Foodhall Mout, a food hall with 7 kitchens, a brewery, and right now, at least 2 very hungry people. So, in our brief time in Hilversum last fall, we came here for beers and some actually pretty tasty Indian curry.
And we're excited to explore this gigantic menu a bit more deeply.
Cheers. Prost. The great thing about this place is that you can order everything at the table and you have this giant menu to choose from, but it's also a little overwhelming. Like, well, how do you choose between Vietnamese food,
and pasta,
Mexican, Argentinian food,
yeah,
sushi, dim sum, Indian food?
This is so overwhelming.
Someone came up and asked us not to film any of the employees. This is the only time, we've been doing this for almost 3 years, we've never had.
One time.
We had one person ask for them specifically not to be filmed when we were on about once, like a year ago, but we've never been stopped inside places and asked not to film in those places, or like gave us like restrictions on what we can and can't film inside those places. Is it because it's the Hollywood of the Netherlands?
It is.
Like, does everyone want to film here?
It smells just like grape juice. It doesn't smell like beer at all, and it is extremely, extremely tart.
I got the same thing I got in the last video. It's the Raadhuis Licht. It's a almost alcohol-free beer. It's very good. It's light. It's good on a hot day.
Okay, so we decided to get what basically was a sampler of the things from the Vietnamese restaurant, which included these duck rolls with hoisin sauce, Hanoi-style lumpia, and, confusingly, teriyaki chicken.
I'm gonna go for the duck.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it's got, I think, some sweet and sour cucumbers right there in the middle.
All right, I'm a lumpia boy, so I'm gonna try one of these lumpias. I'm gonna use my chopsticks. This teriyaki chicken's interesting too, because one, I didn't know teriyaki chicken was something you would get on a Vietnamese shared plate. I think it's Japanese. And then also, I don't think I've ever seen fried teriyaki chicken. But the chicken is excellent. It's dark meat, very good. Sauce isn't too sweet either. I like it. Okay, so the Vietnamese thing overall, I think pretty good. What would you rate it? 4 stroopwafels?
Yeah.
Oh, the beers are good too. The beers are 5 stroopwafels.
Yeah, beers are 5 stroopwafels.
There it is.
I think it's the coolest building in the Netherlands. This is the Raadhuis, and it was built in the 1920s by Willem Dudok, and it is still the city hall for the city of Hilversum.
And last time we were here, we were trying to figure out if the Dudok, the architect Dudok that designed this building was the same as the Dudok that, you know, makes the really delicious apple tart in Rotterdam, and it is. Because the first location of the Dudok patisserie in Rotterdam opened in a building that Dudok designed.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, so, yeah. All right, sun's out, buns out, Michelle. You know what that means. Let's see them. Wait, did you actually? I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
I did.
Did you do it?
You just,
You're
you're gonna have to wait for next time then.
Okay, so we're about halfway through the vlog at this point, and I'll tell you, this is one of the rare instances where I feel like very little has worked out for us today. We went to the Media Museum, and it was like
Kids.
a lot of kids, and it felt really awkward to film there because they said something to us, and they were obviously very nice about it, very cool about it.
Everyone's
in the end,
been super cool about
yeah,
it.
but it was like it kind of just like weirds you out a little bit. And then at Foodhall Mout, I mean, the food was half of our food was great. The beers were very good, but again, they just said not to film the employees, and I totally understand that. I never am like sitting there and film. I don't think I ever film employees deliberately without asking them first.
Nope.
So it's just a little weird. I feel like the vibes are off. You
Yeah,
know?
the vibes are off, but it is a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. It's gonna be 24 today,
Yeah, it's gonna be very warm
and it's we're exploring Hilversum on foot.
for
I think
now.
we only have to film inside of one more place, so the odds are in our favor. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this is a good video.
This is Museum Hilversum, and this actually used to be the old city hall. And this is Sint Vitus Kerk, and it was built in 1892, and it was restored in 2010, and it can fit 1,800 people inside of it. It's gigantic.
All right, good morning. It is a brand new day. It is the next day. The vibes yesterday, they were off. And also, like, we really wanted to explore like the media park, but we felt like we couldn't really see much of it, and the whole media museum thing really wasn't what we expected.
It didn't answer our questions.
No, so we
you know?
regrouped, and we're here, we're back. We're actually in the media park right now because we're gonna get coffee at this little coffee shop that's right inside the media park, David's. The food reviews aren't very good, but I'm assuming the coffee will be good. And we're gonna look for a Hillywood celebrity.
Oh, this is gonna be difficult.
I don't think we're gonna see Arjen Lubach.
What if we do?
You wanna talk about media park now?
Yeah, we can talk about Media Park now. The history of Hilversum is quite interesting. Basically, in the 19th and early 20th centuries, there was a lot of textile factories, a lot of carpet making, a lot of diamond cutting. However, in the early 1920s was when the radio transmitter factory opened up. That was like the step that solidified Hilversum into becoming Media City. All right, I'm gonna get to the point. Someone who worked at the radio transmitter factory was like, I really think that all of the studios that are spread around the Netherlands should be right here. And he was the one that basically lobbied to have the Media Park built, and in 1961, the ground was broken here, and then everything just kind of grew up around it.
You hear me crunching on the cookie that they gave me with my coffee?
Yeah, I think so. It adds ambiance to it.
All right, we're currently sandwiched in between the NPO and Max buildings. We lived in Los Angeles for like 3 months back in 13. I got to explore a lot of the studios in Los Angeles, which was really cool. Like I got to work on the Disney studio quite a bit, and you see a lot of celebrities, and honestly, it's a very different vibe. So like walking around here absolutely feels like a work campus. There's just something, I mean, all these people are working in some semblance of like a creative space, which is very interesting, and just, I don't know, that's a little bit different. So it feels weird that we're just walking around at what was essentially an office park on one of our vlogs, but I don't know,
It's cool for us.
It's cool for us.
It might not be cool for anyone
Yeah,
else,
like,
but we're pretty impressed by it.
yeah, I don't know, just fun. Here is the NOS building.
Yeah, and all NOS radio programs are actually recorded here, and they have been since 2017.
All right, we are currently on a very busy road, and we're passing Studio 22, which is where?
X Factor and The Voice of Holland are taped.
Oh.
A lot of singing talent type competition shows that I've never heard of are also taped here.
Okay.
I think this might be the biggest studio, so all of those very like popular TV shows are taped at this one.
And while we're walking down this busy road back to the train station, I thought it might be good just to let you know that this is the part of the video where yesterday we were gonna hop on Ove Fiets, do a little bike montage thing, and go to our last 3 stops, but We really feel like we didn't get to see that much of Hilversum yesterday. So what we decided to do today, it looks like you get to walk through some pretty beautiful stuff. So we're actually just gonna walk. It's 27 today.
Yes.
It's absolutely gorgeous outside. And we're gonna try and do our best to take Hilversum in as much as we can today.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it all.
You wanna do one more?
I'm gonna
I
don't think you can say that.
I actually don't think I can use that.
I'm gonna absorb all of Hilversum.
So that one went the complete opposite direction. That was actually doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding the middle ground today. Y'all know how much we love snack bars, so when we saw that this place had their own specialty croquette, we had to make a pit stop.
This is Snackline Gijsbrecht, and their specialty is the Snackline croquette, which is a croquette that's stuffed with spiced Turkish meat. Okay, so we paired it with a little bit of mayonnaise, which is what they recommended, and it is just like chock full of spices. Like it does not look like any croquette that I've ever seen. It's also orange, which is the universal color of spice, or red, shades of red.
Oh, it's a little spicy too.
Yeah, a little
It's
bit.
just got like a little bit of heat to it. What made me attracted to this is like it's actually just like meat inside of it and not a roux like you would normally
right.
see in a croquette.
What made me attracted to it. What a weird way to put it. And speaking of snack bars, we've been craving the Broches Smos Mexicano that we got at that snack bar in Antwerp. So we made a video over on our Patreon where we tried to recreate it at home. If you want to see that along with a bunch of other exclusive Buncharted adventures, head over to our Patreon. The link is in the description.
And up next, we got raspatat, which is something y'all have been recommending to us for a long time now.
And they look like they're just like shoestring fries. And we got it with Andalus sauce, which is one of our new favorite sauces. What do you think, Michelle?
I don't know. They just look
Why do you think
regular.
people have been recommending this to us? People think we're gonna love it.
Well, I think it's
And we
like
probably are.
potato puree deep fried into strings.
Very crispy. All right, real quick, the croquette
5-stroke waffles.
and the raspatat.
4-stroke waffles.
Oh, really?
Were we the opposite?
Even with the Andalus sauce?
Yeah, even with the Andalus sauce.
Oh, yeah, I think we're the opposite. Okay, so we have just crossed into the Hoy Nature Reserve, and we walked through an incredible neighborhood in Hilversum to get here.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
So peaceful.
Hashtag goals.
The trees were the tallest trees I've ever seen in a neighborhood in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
They were gigantic.
Yeah. Yeah, she really liked the trees. Well, the vibes have definitely changed for the day.
Yeah.
The place that brought Michelle to Hilversum.
Yes.
Literally the reason we came here.
I am so excited about this. We're at Sanatorium Zonnestraal, which was built in the 1920s, and it was originally used for the diamond cutters in the area who contracted tuberculosis. Now it seems like it's kind of a mixed use space. There's definitely a restaurant here, and there's like a makalar, and
A dental clinic.
A dental clinic, yeah. I think they've divided up the space into a bunch of different things because it's busy. Like
Yeah, it's
there
really
are
busy.
tons of cars in the parking
Yeah.
lot, and I don't think that they're just here looking at the sanatorium like we are.
Also, shout out to the person who gave us the tour of the Hoy and Vecht area in the Castles and Forests video that we did like 6 months ago. I think his name was Hans. He took us to the last place, and we didn't have enough time to actually go there because it was that whirlwind trip that we've mentioned a couple of times in the video, and we're going back because we really wanted to see it. Also, we really had to run out the door this morning because I don't even know why, honestly.
Yeah, why were we so rushed this morning?
I don't know, but I did forget to wear any sunscreen on my face, which is fine because I got the hat on, and on all of my exposed bits. So put your guesses in the comments. How sunburned did I get today?
Yeah, you'll update us. You'll update everyone tomorrow.
All right, so Michelle really likes old shit. I mean, obviously. But we also obviously really like trains. Well, actually, we haven't even mentioned that in the video, but you know what? There's one other thing that we really enjoy, and that is
Airplanes!
airplanes.
So today, we're jumping out of an airplane.
No, we're not doing that. This is the Hilversum Airport.
Airfield.
Yeah? Hilversum Airfield, and we're about to watch some planes take off, like little ones.
Yeah,
This ain't no Skipple.
No, definitely not. It opened in 1939, which I would say was probably a pretty difficult time for an airport to open, or really anything in the area. This airport actually used to be pretty busy until the airport in Lelystad actually opened up in the 1970s.
And yeah, it's pretty cool that there's an airport out here, but you know what's even cooler?
A restaurant.
Where were you like an hour ago?
Cheers.
This might be one of the best places to get a drink.
I think it definitely is. It's like 2 o'clock during the week, and
Yeah.
it's actually pretty busy here.
Yeah.
Just sit here, drink all day, watch the planes take off
And land.
and land.
All right, Michelle, what do you think of Hilversum? This is kind of a weird video.
This is kind of a weird video, but I really love it here. The nature is beautiful. The neighborhoods are gorgeous.
I'd say this is probably like in the grand scheme of our videos, one of the cities where there was like the least of things that we could like find to do.
Yeah, it was a little more difficult to find things to do.
However, I will say that if you just come to Hilversum on a nice day, get a bike, and then ride it to this airport and get a drink,
And you'll
You
be
did.
happy. Yeah.
succeeded.
Yeah.
You did everything you need to do to be happy.
This is so beautiful
It's
here.
so nice.
Worth it.
And like we've mentioned numerous times in the video, if you want to see us explore a teensy little bit of Hilversum along with like Nard Investing, Amstelveen, then check out this Castles and Forests of Amsterdam video next. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
So done.
I was going to do this, but then I did this.